Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. A special rescheduled round one for this ECAC playoff matchup. We've got Post University up against Husson University for the fourth time this season. My name is Sandwich, on board, of course, with our main man for Post University, Psychic. Another roster change up with the Los Angeles Lakers. We've seen this roster throw him fits. He's played against it plenty of times. Call the early timeout for the pre-game or post-tip-off rather timeout adjustment shenanigans. We'll take a brief look at our playoff bracket. My apologies if you watched the stream last week. I was posting fake news on the timeline. It is a 32-man bracket, not a 16-man bracket, as I mentioned. The Psychic's 4-4 record was good enough to get him down there at match 11 as a 23rd seed out of this 31-man round one. You see Fire Esports up there with the round one bye. He's the only player to make it out undefeated in the regular season, so congrats to them. But for our main man Psychic, a lower seed than he's used to. Gonna have to win a couple series if he wants to make it into that trophy round. Again, you make it all the way to semifinals, as you see on the bottom there, that extra game. Make it all the way to the semifinals, you at least open up the chance to win the play for that third place medal. You get back on board with Psychic after the timeout. Pair of passes down to AD. It's good. AD, another versatile big man that can be a problem for opposing defenses. That is what Psychic usually likes to run with. That time, Psychic not able to get there with the help of defense. Husson, Charlie gonna stroll right in for 2 more points. Yeah, Psychic's done really well when he has a very strong big man he can play through. Of course, you played all those games in past semesters with the Milwaukee Bucks, powered by Brook Lopez and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Even when he used the Pelicans throughout the season, he liked. Again, they were a very tall roster, so he had his pick of the litter there. But you saw him trying to play a lot through Jonas Valanciunas. Then, of course, Zion likes being able to threaten the rim. That rim pressure is very important to Psychic's game in terms of generating those 3-pointers early. And Husson University going to stroll yet again 2 more points out of that pick and roll. That pick and roll a problem early for Psychic right now. How is he going to respond? Gonna be a step back from the king, and it's Green, the deep 2. But the Psychic shot feeling good. Love to see the shots falling early in the game. High stamina means those shots more likely to go in. Another basket for Drew Holiday there. Yet again, just strolling right into the paint. Charlie facing 0 resistance on the way to the rim here. The best of 3 in round one as Husson University, speaking of no resistance, going into the painted area early. Not let that man shoot. Psychic is such a problem when the 3-pointer is online. Want to see him find some signs of life on defense, at least this time out of the pick and roll, forcing Husson Charlie to throw the ball, forcing them to beat him yet again. Able to get in the paint for 2. Neither team has any signs of slowing down here. Both teams moving with a frenetic pace. A quick shot from Psychic out of the pick and roll. Another green release. I think we turned the sliders down when no one was looking, but this is Hall of Fame, ladies and gentlemen. 2 or 3 straight greens from Psychic, going back to that deep mid-range. Finally a miss from Charlie from the outside. More of an unforced error as he was left wide open, but his 3-pointer off the mark. Corralling the offensive board. Psychic gonna need to put up a stop. Another rim attack out of Charlie, and he gets it to fall. Those 2 3-pointers from Psychic giving him that 2-point lead, despite the fact that neither team has really had any problem scoring early on. The reverse slam from Psychic. Lots of offense early on in this game. Forget any sort of feeling out period. Both teams coming out shooting. Hesitation. More guard pick and roll. Gonna force the kick out pass. Want to see any defensive presence. The block from Psychic certainly gonna do just that. Now Psychic on the fast break. He's trying to find Anthony Davis. Get that man rolling to the rim. He's got a mismatch. Slight mismatch on the smaller Jason Tatum. What can he do with it? We know Psychic can operate with those mismatches. His bread and butter. As he opens up the 6-point lead on the slam. to Jason Tatum. Another uncontested rim touch, but Psychic able to bait out the kick out pass, reset it back to neutral. Husson Charlie's gotten those paint touches uncontested. Amazing that he passed it out there. Maybe fishing for that Kristaps three-pointer. He finds it. It's off the mark. So the Psychic defense warming up. Yet again, another mismatch. No time for the help to get there. Another slam for Anthony Davis. Psychic rolling early on in this game. A minute left to play, but he's up 8. Another pick and roll crossover. Another uncontested paint touch, but Psychic yet again. The threat of that chase down block, always a possibility against this Lakers squad. So the kick out, gonna create a three-pointer, and Charlie greens it. Psychic, a 2-for-1 opportunity here if he can move quick. Both teams have moved quick all first quarter. Double clutch on the layup. Still gonna go down for the king. Keep the lead at 7 for the Eagles. Psychic looking really good offensively. Charlie maybe rushing that one. Psychic in the airspace. 6%, just enough to bother the shot. Now Psychic off to the races. The shot clock still on. Psychic not going to hesitate to take that wide open three-pointer. Just going to roll out. Now the shot clock turned off for this final possession of the first quarter. Yet again, that pick and roll paint touch. Oh, and it's blocked, but a foul. The clock going to stop. And I thought it would have been a kick out pass there. Charlie's kicked it out early at signs of trouble, but this time Psychic sent 2 at Jason Tatum. Charlie remaining steadfast, going to the rack for 2 free throws. He makes them both. Psychic surely not going to slow down with this last second pick and roll, and that is a charging foul. Husson University lying in wait, and it's going to be their chance to take the last shot of the first quarter here. Rushing it early. Psychic nearly had a chance to pick the pocket. Instead, it's going to be the last second slam. 0.8 remaining. Psychic's just going to have to throw a last second heave. Can't even get a chance to do that. Husson University sneaking back in this game. Off of some nice back-to-back possessions there. The charge and the instant offense. Still a lead for Post University. Certainly not as comfortable. Just down to 3. A one-possession game as we enter the second quarter. I wonder what the adjustment is going to be for Psychic. Charlie has had his pick of the litter. He's been getting into the paint completely unbothered. Psychic got to worry about that offense right now. The hesitation, not able to turn the corner on Jason Tatum. Going to have to kick out. Set up some off-ball offense. Deep mid-range for Psychic. Open, but the timing something to be desired. And Charlie going to push the pace on the fast break now. Yet again, wide open to the painted area. Psychic struggling to bring help into the paint right now, and Charlie's making him feel it. Well, the pick and roll getting a lot of contact. Psychic able to get Jason Tatum on his back. That's where you want to be if you're in the painted area. So hard to get a stop if you're in the post and you get the defender behind you like that. Hesitate, man, yet again. He's been going left this whole time. That time hesitates, goes to the right. Or at least knifes into the paint for 2 more. Oh, and he picks off the pass in the pick and roll now. Husson University off to the races. Psychic staying in that painted area. Saw him using LeBron for an extra second there. Now Anthony Davis don't want to leave the strong shooter Kristaps Porzingis. Instead, Jaylen Brown for a wide open three-pointer. Psychic going to get away with that one. Charlie can't get the wide open three-pointer to fall. I'll cut to the basket, but Jason Tatum's an agile player. You're not just going to be able to sneak right by him. If you're Psychic there, you're probably going to have to power right through him. Psychic recognizing that. Getting bottled up in the paint, though. Got to kick out. Three in the key. A real dangerous possibility. Gets bottled up as well. The last second fader. Not enough time on the clock. A shot clock violation. Charlie there defending the full 24. A rare defensive stop in this second quarter for both teams, honestly. Another paint touch for Charlie. He gets the CPU jumping, but he can't convert on that layup. Instead, a kick out for a three-pointer out of that pick and roll. Can't get over the screen that time, and Charlie burns him for it. Like, maybe trying to do the same thing. Gonna be the Austin Reeves three-pointer. It's just off the mark, though. The screen not getting Austin Reeves the open space that Charlie found on his turn on the offensive half. Like, it gotta play that user defense. Charlie has made mincemeat of the CPU pick and roll. He does just that yet again and puts it right down over Psychic there on the slam. Psychic thought he was in help position, but he doesn't jump. Charlie puts it over the top of him. Psychic likes these post touches. Surely you wouldn't be surprised if it gets right back to him. Instead, more Austin Reeves basketball. Ball out to Torian Prince. Right back to Austin Reeves. Wide open, but it can't get it to go. Oh, a nice steal on the fast break. Now a chance for Psychic with numbers. I believe it hits Jaylen Brown there. Ball going to stay with the Lakers. Psychic staying on offense, but of course not a fast break. Psychic going to be forced to score in the half court here. Anthony Davis, an amazing screener. See how much he's able to generate. So much pressure. Going to leave LeBron wide open in the corner. For three. It is green. 1-point game with about a minute and a half to play. See Psychic yet again usering to get active in the pick and roll. Switches just a little late and is forced to give up the foul. Charlie headed to the line for 2 more free throws. Hasn't missed any so far in this game. Only taken 2 though. First one is good. Rough release there, but Jason Tatum's free throw stats getting him through the first. Can't get him through the second. It's off the mark. Psychic with the chance to tie or take the lead with a 3-pointer. The first pick not even going to find contact with Jason Tatum. And so Psychic just going to go one-on-one against Charlie in the painted area. Now going to kick it out. Pick and roll with 4 seconds remaining. Got to be quick. The kick out to AD, who's just going to get it off in time. But a tough shot as the shot clock expires. Husson University going the other way. Again, Psychic using to stay involved in that pick and roll. Able to corral the rebound as well. A Psychic on a fast break chance. An interesting foul from Husson University. Seems to be so that he can get the bench unit in. That's exactly what happens. The full platoon swap for Charlie there. Psychic's certainly going to get a chance to take advantage. Charlie bringing in the bench mob early. Looking to get his starters a bit more gas left in the tank for that 4th quarter. Psychic not doing so. You already see multiple players with that unfortunate Gatorade symbol. LeBron, Austin Reeves, who's got the ball in his hands now. I believe AD's got it as well. Psychic's got to beware here. No, AD's still good, and LeBron able to just fly right past the smaller defender. Psychic looking to yet again sneak into halftime with that lead. Gonna need a stop here with the shot clock turned off. Hesitation from Charlie. Not going to shake Psychic on defense just yet. Last second pick and roll. This time the crossover comes through and it's green. Nice 3-pointer out of Charlie there. Been so decisive in the pick and roll. The unfortunate animation won't even get Psychic a chance. And Husson University this time taking the lead back as we approach halftime. 72 and 60%. Neither team doing a whole lot of missing there. Psychic, both teams hitting a lot of 3-pointers, and Husson University getting that additional edge with a couple extra trips to the charity stripe. We're going to see how Psychic does with this bench mob in now. All 5 players, all 5 starters being subbed out. Charlie with the early foul. Wonder if he's going to go for any lineup changes. Looks like all 5 players staying on the floor. Maybe just looking to get things properly matched up. Spencer Dinwiddie, a nice acquisition for this Lakers squad late in the season. Some decent ball handling, outside shooter vibes. Oh, but he can't thread the needle on the post pass, and gonna be Husson University on the fast break. Psychic jumping on that one early. Gonna be a problem just yet. The problem for this Celtics bench mob certainly going to be Peyton Pritchard. He is not the highest overall, a bit of a liability defensively, but he can shoot the net out of this basketball. I'm gonna miss that one there. Gonna be a Psychic an opportunity on the fast break. And Spencer Dinwiddie hitting the three from the corner. We mentioned it. Perimeter threat for this Lakers offense that wasn't on the team at the start of the season. Maybe part of why Psychic making this late season switch to this Lakers squad. Now on the fast break, gonna find another on the slam. Early on, Psychic with the advantage in this all-bench lineup. We want to see how Husson University can get Peyton Pritchard activated. The one you got to watch out for, the pick and roll early. 2 picks, 2 screens. Not going to find any. The third one, the slip. Going to find the opening for Charlie on the slam. And another early foul. Seems this time it's going to be to bring the starters back in early. Psychic following in suit, but oh, nice hesitation there. Oh my goodness, room service. Psychic's turn for an uncontested paint touch of his own there on the layup. Oh, and it's an illegal screen. Wow. Thought it was going to be another uncovered rim attack for Charlie. Instead, Psychic going to get the ball back and into his starter's hands. LeBron out of the inbounds here. Now, Charlie's players are going to be more well rested. That's something we're probably going to feel more in the fourth quarter rather than the third. But for now, both teams putting their starters in pretty early, and that is a charging foul for sure. No, it's a personal. Wow. CPU getting there a little late. I don't believe it was Psychic using that for that charge. Psychic forced to play more defense. The late contest, not going to be enough damage. Still wide open. And a green release from Charlie certainly wouldn't hurt either on that one. The isolation, 5 out, 1-on-1. Charlie versus Psychic here. Just going to be a basic kick out. Oh, and Psychic nearly had LeBron on that cut. It looked like he saw it too. He was trying to call a play. Now not too much time left standing. That pass not going to leave any time for LeBron to get a shot up. It's going to be a shot clock violation for post here. Psychic yet again. He's letting the CPUs cook on that pick and roll defense. It's been a slight problem this time using on ball. Trying to stay in the picture. Not let Jason Tatum rip off one of those. I mean, the late contest, but Charlie's still able to get it off. Oh, and Charlie gonna go under the screen, gonna leave an opening for Psychic. Can't get the 3-pointer to fall, but he's fouled on the putback. So Psychic to the line for 2. LeBron, not the best 3-point shooter, and that Gatorade symbol may play a factor in how these two go. The first one isn't gonna go. Second one is pure nylon, but it seems that stamina difference. Charlie substituting his starters at the end of the second quarter, and wow, nice hesitation from Charlie there, forcing Psychic to jump. I mean, you're put under so much stress in a 5-out defensive scheme, that isolation. This time Charlie's just going way under the screen. He's daring Psychic to shoot it. He knows that with LeBron tired, those shooting stats are going to take a slight dip. Psychic feeling that pain right now. Another illegal screen call from Charlie here. Those energy percentages, Psychic got to get his starters more rest, or he's going to feel the pain once the fourth quarter hits. Because none of these Celtics players on the Husson University side of things are tired at all. Same cannot be said for the Los Angeles Lakers on the post side of things. One-on-one matchup, but Charlie just refuses to jump. He knows Psychic is not going to be much of a threat outside. Just waiting in the paint for that layup as he corrals the rebound, trying to bother the outlet pass. Going to provide an opening. Ron forced to give up the foul. So we'll give a chance for Psychic to get that bench mob in after the second free throw. Doesn't seem he's going to take it though. Ooh, the nice crossover gonna shed the defense, but there's help in the painted area. Who they could end up with the block. Kick out pass out to Austin Reeves. He's gonna hit it. Nice three to stay within one. It's been a close game. Shot clock still on though. Oh, almost a block, but you'll be happy with the defensive rebound unless Drew Holiday comes up with that steal. Charlie nearly picks Psychic's pocket on the inbound, or on the outlet pass rather. Psychic able to stay in the game, but a Torian Prince post touch might not be the highest percentage offense you could look for. Pick and roll with Rui, get Rui active. But 2 seconds left yet again. And more lockdown defense out of Charlie. I believe that's his second or third shot clock violation. Forced onto Psychic here. He's going to be rewarded with this last shot of the quarter. Quick pass down to Jaylen Brown. It's going to go right at the rack, daring Anthony Davis to get active. And it has been a nail biter, ladies and gentlemen, as we approach the fourth quarter. 1 point game. Psychic down one. Brand new team for him with the Los Angeles Lakers, but he's looking good here in game one. This playoff matchup. Whole lot of timeouts coming in. We'll take a brief look at our ECAC standings yet again. We don't want to be leaking any timeout adjustments, but again, you see Psychic down there at match number 11. He needs to win 3 series. You get into that semifinals portion of the bracket, you can get that third place game. You're afforded a loss. You can still play for that hardware, but of course Psychic got a long way to go down here in the round of 32 to get there, and early on it's been a nail biter. Psychic using almost all of his timeouts to give extra stamina to his remaining players. He's not going to look to bring the bench lineup into the fourth quarter at all. Early foul from Psychic on that drive. The worst thing in the world. Forced Charlie to earn it. He's been shaky from the free throw line. That one not green either. Feel good if he misses one of them. Not gonna happen that time though. Charlie hits both. Oh, the pick and roll. Whole lot of daylight for Psychic in the post. 2 players gonna follow LeBron. Gonna leave Rui open for 3. And Psychic can hit those. I mean, wide open. That's too simple. First Psychic on the kick out there. Already looking for some instant offense. He's found a whole lot of it out of that pick and roll. And this time it's a quick 3-pointer. It's no good. With a chance to take back the lead early on in this fourth quarter. That's what you want to see. Because you know, despite all those timeouts, that dreaded Gatorade symbol going to be popping up sooner for your squad than for Charlie's here. Kick out with 6 remaining. Now getting stuck on LeBron out of that pick and roll. Going to be this possession all bottled up. It is a tightly contested 3-pointer. Psychic usering AD into the painted area. So he's got good position for that offensive board. Going to get the put back to boot. Excuse me. As he's taking this lead here. Want to see another stop here. Want a 1-2 possession game, honestly. Want to be lights out as long as you have your starting lineup in with decent stamina. Instead, Charlie mid-range money going to tie up the game. Oh, the hesitation and the crossover to the left. Psychic takes it for the slam. Yes, sir. Psychic's been going right all game. Charlie has no clue the crossover is coming there. On the pick and roll, the hesitation. Psychic's got to get down there. He's trying to bait out that kick out pass. Charlie is unfazed. He just goes right at the rack for 2. We stay tied up with 3 minutes left to play here in the fourth. The crossover nearly gets picked off. Psychic able to keep it with post. Now the cut to the basket. See LeBron red barring. Every time you red bar, you're bringing that stamina down just a little bit more. This time it's Austin Reeves on the cut. Just barely going to sneak by. Can't get it to fall, but an offensive rebound. 14 more seconds of offense for Post University here. Trying to find someone on the pick and roll. Get your center on a cut. That's what you need, Psychic, as it seems Charlie taking a little impromptu timeout. He is not happy what he's seeing with that pick and roll coverage. Psychic certainly happy it worked out that time. The pick and roll, 3rd time's the charm for Psychic there as he takes a 2-point lead. Yes, sir. Psychic yet again using as soon as the pick and roll happens, get in the airspace, make sure you're the one trying to affect the play. Fortunately, Charlie gets the best of him that time. We stay tied up. Psychic trying to get quick offense with that cut to the basket, but Charlie there to bottle it up. Gonna be a foul though. We'll take those. For Psychic, Charlie and Prince, a pretty solid free throw shooter, but yet again, that Gatorade symbol gonna bring some of those stats down. And Psychic may not have this release down pat. See that first one way off because Psychic was not used to that release. Very late, I believe. Psychic with just a 1-point lead because of those free throws. Charlie just running right at the defense. Unfortunately, gonna be a foul. Charlie with a chance to take the lead if he can take both free throws and get them to fall here. First one also off the mark. Man, both players struggling at the line late in this game. Charlie just with the chance to tie, and it's green. We stay locked up in this game, ladies and gentlemen. We crossed the 2-minute mark. A crossover, gonna be able to find the gap. Get your two best players in pick and roll. Anthony Davis and LeBron James. Psychic able to make problems for that Husson University defense. Psychic's got to get in the painted area in time. He gets bottled up in that pick and roll. Uncontested slam dunk for Charlie out of that one. May see more of that frenetic offense we saw in the first quarter, where it felt like neither team could really miss. The pump fake out of Psychic there. Oh, the hesitation. Trying to shed the defense. Can't do so. Oh, and this time Charlie picking off the pass. Gonna have a layup here unless Psychic can get back. He's unable to do so. Now Charlie take the lead here. Psychic trying to find some instant offense on the cut to the basket. Instead, it's gonna be 2 more free throws for Tari and Prince. We've already seen Psychic struggle with this release. Gonna need a redemption arc here with his second trip to the free throw line. The first one falls. You just see him go 2 for 2, stay punch for punch with this heavyweight bite that's going down right here, but the second one is no good. Probably gonna stay with a 1-point lead. On this time, Psychic able to bait out the kick out pass. 10 seconds remaining. Surely another pick and roll. They're just gonna sneak by Anthony Davis, but a bigger body behind Jason Tatum bothering that release. You see Psychic slowing things down. He needs something perfect here. Exploding out of that pick and roll, trying to find LeBron up top. LeBron is gassed. Taurean Prince is gassed. Anthony Davis is gassed. Everyone is tired for this Lakers lineup. Psychic still able to get something to go. Another slam for the Lakers big man. Post University takes a 1-point lead. A stop here would certainly get us into foul territory, but we've seen how good Charlie have been in this pick and roll. Psychic usering onto Anthony Davis early. Trying to get involved in the help defense. Psychic's got a steal. Charlie forced to foul there. And a clutch play on defense certainly nets Post University the game 1 victory. First one is good. 2 for 2 Psychic from the line. Ice in his veins, and Charlie needed a 3-pointer. The hesitation. Wonder if they're going to go for the 2 points and foul game. They're taking a whole lot of time off the shot clock. You see Psychic now, the inverse of the Charlie defense on the pick and roll, who was sagging in the paint. This time Psychic stacking the 3-point line, not letting any 3-point release get off. That one is locked down. Clutch defense from Psychic, and Post Esports have the game 1 victory. Yes, sir. Psychic with the character change, but it does not matter. Swapping onto the Lakers in the playoffs, you wonder. He's not feeling himself. Why is he switching onto the Pelicans? Why is he switching back off the Lakers in the playoffs when it matters the most? That clutch defense, a big reason why this Lakers lineup is so good. Defensively, Psychic certainly gonna show us some of those stats. Yes, sir. Yeah, you see. Defensively, so good. I mean, 3 steals, a block. They don't even lead the points off turnovers, but 6 offensive rebounds, 13 defensive rebounds. Such a big lineup, such a big problem. And you see 7 bench points. I mean, Psychic, maybe some if you have questions about their ability to switch with the starters with this lack of experience Psychic had on the Lakers, you certainly wonder about the bench mob. But Psychic with the bench mob in stride, like he's been using the team the whole time. That second point, those Bench points are so important in this game because you only get one good quarter with the bench unit. It seems both players, I mean, we're going to take a quick break, but Psychic might be, both players might be eager to get right into game 2, ladies and gentlemen. We're still going to take a quick break because of all the adjustment shenanigans that go down. We're not out here to leak any adjustments. We'll be right back. Back. I'm expecting us to have to take a quick break. Some players like to call timeout after the tip-off. Not gonna have to worry about it so far. Probably gonna win the tip. Just looking to get right into offense. Now on Psychic's home floor here, and perhaps shaking up there. The three-pointer no good, but Charlie in position on the offensive rebound. Both players just getting their adjustments done with the pause shield up, it seems. Psychic not looking for the timeout either. And there it is. Psychic not getting what he wants right off the rip. So there goes the post tip-off timeouts. We'll take a brief break. We'll be back after these adjustments. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. Back after the brief adjustment. Psychic taking it side out of bounds after that timeout. Oh, and Psychic had a chance. LeBron on the cut there. Instead, just looking to go right to work, putting Charlie underneath the basket. Charlie's not even defending in the post, just letting the CPU go to work, and CPU defense gets the stop on LeBron James. There's Psychic getting caught on the defender. Still able to come up with the big block. Now on the fast break, out to Anthony Davis, the block and the three-pointer coast to coast from Psychic early on in the first quarter of game 2. Love to see it. After struggling defensively in the first quarter of game 1, Psychic surely dialed in. Here in game 2, want to see some signs of life on offense though. Just looking to go right at Drew Holiday, get that mismatch generator going. This time Charlie is indeed user defending it. Even with 47% the height. Mismatch working in Psychic's favor there. It's a 3-point game. Yes sir, Psychic helping from the corner, making that pick and roll just a bit harder. Charlie can't just waltz in the paint for free anymore that time. Psychic playing the odds there. Surely thought the kick out pass was a possibility. That Charlie taking it right at the rack for 2. Well, the hesitation clearing the runway. Another slam for Psychic here. 7-4 in this game. Kick out pass. Hand up from Psychic, but not jumping. Piled in on defense. Usering to guard Kristaps Porzingis, and that's why reading that kick out pass, Psychic is done such a good job all season of doing that, forcing Charlie into a tough contested three-pointer. Tale of defense now in the first quarter of game 2. Psychic yet again with that mismatch, but you want to see Anthony Davis get out of the painted area. There it is. Yes, sir. It's all Psychic now for this 7 seconds left on the shot clock. The spin move going to clear out the paint. Psychic able to handle the rest. That is a tough finish. Charlie going to go to the line for 2, though. Psychic trusting in the CPU defense, unfortunately ends up giving up a foul because of it. Charlie going to split a pair of free throws very early in this game. You see it happen more often once teams are fatigued. And we've talked about how the Gatorade symbol affects how both players will have to play the game. But a rare miss very early on the tip, on the spin move, and the ball going to go back to Charlie on that one. Like, it can't take advantage of the mismatch that time. Psychic on this pick and roll, look to see him get more involved, trying to bait out that kick out pass. Charlie yet again just gonna take the simple 2 points. That's been the poison that Psychic has had to pick between all series long. Oh, the jump, but it's the CPU. So surely gonna see a good recovery here out of Kristaps Porzingis. Yeah, they're gonna bottle up. Anthony Davis forced that pickup. Psychic trying to get the ball to LeBron down low. Unfortunate timing, and Charlie's all over it. Pick and roll yet again. Psychic looking to stay glued in the paint. The run out to the kick out pass. It's not towards his man. Psychic looking to get involved, using towards that pick and roll. It's not going to matter. Charlie just rising up above the screen that time for 3 points. Oh, now it's Psychic's turn for a three-pointer. He's going to hit one too. Just about a minute left to play. It's turned into a three-point contest. Oh, Charlie thought about it. Not going to shoot that one. Instead, going to go right at the rack. Kick out pass nearly off target, but ball going to stay with Charlie. Another three-pointer on the way. That one no good. Psychic with a chance to respond here. Shot clock still not off though, so a 2-for-1 opportunity for the Eagles on this trip down the floor. The cut to the basket, trying to get Anthony Davis active, but again, Jason Tatum not the smallest body. He can bother those cuts to the basket. Able to bother 2 straight layup attempts from Psychic. Got to get out of the paint. 3 in the key, a possibility. Psychic recognizing that. Not looking to get other players involved on that cut to the basket. Now back to old reliable. The spin move going to shed the defender. A post spin is so strong against smaller defenders. Psychic able to use it to his advantage there. Another big block for Post University. Psychic staying in the game. Did he get the steal? He does. It's Lakers ball. Psychic put in Husson University in a straitjacket with 3 seconds left to play. A rough catch. The contested corner 3 is off the mark. You love the defensive presence from Psychic there. To end the first quarter, man, he was dialed in. The block, the steal. And both teams were shooting lights out in game 1. A completely different story here. 14-10 Psychic using his defense to power this 4-point lead. Oh, nice play there. The pick and fade. Charlie's busy worried about LeBron because Psychic's moving him, staying on the 3-point line. But the plays for Austin Reeves the whole time. Nice move from Psychic there. Charlie responding with a 3-pointer of his own. Psychic continue to use that LeBron James rim pressure. Decent chance there, but he shot it on the move. And not going to help his chances on that one. Early pump fake from Charlie going to shut down the fast break here. The pick and roll. Psychic using that close defender, but not able to get contact. So Charlie just able to walk right in the paint for 2. We're going to quickly swap it there. Psychic immediately going into the adjustments. You got to give me a second, my guy. He is not happy with what he sees. Understandably so. He's got to find a way to just stop these pick and roll paint touches. He's been giving them up for free. That's been the only big hole in Psychic's game on defense, but it is a massive one. It's been Husson University's whole offense so far in this series. So if he's able to put a stop to it, he can put a stop to this series in a heartbeat. You wonder what those defensive adjustments are. Going to take a bit to find out. Psychic on offense here. Some ISO post offense. That pick and roll is certainly where Psychic likes to operate, though. A deep three-pointer. Oh, wow. And a foul after the rebound. Ball going to stay with Post University. Usually don't see a blocking foul that close to the basket. Psychic able to find one there. Now all the way to the rim, just like Charlie. You get that uncontested paint touch. Don't overthink it. Some players can get caught in that analysis paralysis rolling to the rack. That time Psychic just taking it for 2 points. Psychic usering, perfect timing on the user to get over that defense. Don't let the CPU cook in the pick and roll. Psychic said, I'm going to do it myself. Staying on ball after as that post fade goes up. Psychic coming down with the rebound. That may be the adjustment for Psychic. Using that using that pick and roll defender. Nice threading the needle there. Shot getting bothered though. Psychic playing some fast break defense here. And the paint touch, it seems Psychic sending some players under the screen. Charlie running right into that. He runs into the paint yet again, but it's not far from an uncontested paint touch that time. And a foul on the spin move. Charlie attempting to poke the ball as Psychic spins. That ends up with a reach-in foul there. 2 fouls on Charlie early. Might have to wonder about entering the bonus. Currently in the back of Psychic's mind as we get the pick and roll towards the... Oh, over the top! Yes, sir! I thought Psychic was bottled up. He just throws it over the top of that Celtics defense. And I hop into the three-pointer. Gonna buy some time for Psychic to get into that airspace, bothering the shot. Gotta find something on the fast break. Couldn't get it over the top of Drew Holiday. Now it's a foot race towards that Lakers basket. And a kick-out pass in the air. Nearly a turnover. Still going to stay with Husson University here. The pump fake. Had a chance at a three-pointer, but Psychic able to bother it. The paint touch. Psychic able to come up with the stop. This pick and roll has been bottled up. Psychic trying to find something here. Seems Charlie able to bottle up the fast break. Just as I say this, Psychic going to turn the corner and one. Yes, sir. Psychic with a chance for one more at the charity stripe. He is feeling himself right now. Blowing this game wide open, converts on the free throw. Nearly a double-digit lead. It'll be the biggest lead of the series. And Psychic has figured out this pick and roll coverage, and it's paying dividends in a major way right now. And I mean, Psychic getting stuck on his defender there. Not able to get around. Charlie able to get to the rack for 2. But the defense on this pick and roll coverage has been immaculate for Psychic. Kick out pass going to get bottled up that time. Oh, now early. Going over the screen before the screen even makes contact. Interesting decision by Charlie. Going to work out though. Going to force a tough fading shot from the elbow. Not going to fall. Psychic staying involved. He is all over that three-pointer. Going to get in position for the rebound as well. Cut to the basket. Trying to find a slight advantage, but there's an extra man in the paint. Psychic not able to slot it through. Able to shut down the fast break layup. Going to give up the fast break three-pointer. Comes out untouched. And that might... Yeah, that's going to throw Psychic in the bonus. It won't even matter. It's a transition take foul. Psychic going to get 1 free throw and the ball. He misses the free throw, but again, he keeps the ball. So not the end of the world there. Psychic going to spend the rest of this half in the bonus. So any blocking foul, rebound, reach-in foul. Going to send Psychic to the line. But he's going to take one from the three-point line there. Open up that double-digit lead. Oh, this time Psychic going over the screen ahead of time. Charlie able to get a three-pointer out of that one. 2 for 1 is on the table, but Psychic's looking to slow things down here. Don't want to rush the shot in this low scoring affair. That cut to the basket gonna get a very high percentage look. LeBron on the slam. Yet again, the pre-switch. Charlie gonna burn him again that time. Seems to be Charlie's answer to Psychic, playing that pick and roll coverage himself. Psychic getting a shot quickly before the buzzer expires. Can't get it to fall. Still a bit of a chess match here in that pick and roll. Psychic has not quite solved the pick and roll puzzle box Husson University's thrown at him. Gonna take a brief intermission in this third quarters. It's usually when the bench lineup comes in, but Husson University gonna keep his starters in the game. He's not content being down in this matchup. So he'll keep the starters in at the cost of some extra stamina in the fourth quarter. We talked about Psychic having to deal with that. Psychic, he's trying to take advantage of a mismatch out there. That is a tough contested mid-range. So not able to take advantage of the quicker D'Angelo Russell on the way taller but way slower Kristaps Porzingis that time. Bench mob still pretty solid on defense. Hard to beat a starting lineup of LeBron and Anthony Davis, but early on Psychic doing just that. 4 seconds left to play, able to bother the cut to the basket. That might be too little too late, and it is. The shot clock violation. That extra pause, that extra hesitance from Charlie, all Psychic needed on that one. Psychic locked in right now. A strong play from his bench mob could be the end of this game early. Psychic trying to find a window. That pass. Amazing catch. Psychic trying to attack the basket. That pump fake. Very quick dribble handoff. Now 3 seconds remaining. Psychic gonna need a tough shot to go. He's gonna get it to fall. Or he's gonna get it up. Can't get it to fall. Excuse me. Early on, defense the tail of this third quarter. Then we're gonna buy more time for defense to get in position. Love that if you're Psychic. Psychic yet again playing that corner defender. Not able to get in the picture though. Charlie just going over the top of the defense. Charlie's able to strike first, and you see a timeout. Take a brief look at the standings here, ladies and gentlemen. Totally intentional, not a misclick. But if he faces, able to take down Husson, be facing the winner of GFU and LIU. That three-pointer out of the inbounds is off the mark. Seems the timeout was to bring his starters back in the game. This time it's Charlie with the early going over the switch, and Psychic able to burn that. The kick out pass not gonna happen. Charlie, that uncontested paint touch we were talking about. Psychic isn't using the pick and roll player. It's just basically forced to play cross court mind games, hoping that Charlie is gonna kick the ball out, and it doesn't happen that time. Psychic operating in the pick and roll. He's got the defense on his back, and he's able to get to the rack because of it. Forcing the smaller Derek White into that shooting foul. First free throw off the mark. The hopes of a 2-possession game slashed with that one, but Psychic gonna get the second one, still give Post University a 3-point lead. Psychic yet again going left on that hesitation. Charlie just going right to the rack because of it. Able to turn the corner, but 2 go at the help. So when the ball gets ping-ponged right back to LeBron, he's uncontested. They're forced to foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Psychic certainly feels pretty good about his chances to go 2 for 2, having just gone to the free throw line with LeBron James. Green's 1. It's both free throws. Still a 3-point game for Post here. Wow, and nice hesitation from Charlie. The extra dribble. Psychic thought he had that bottled up. Instead, it's still a 1-point game between these two teams. Psychic going over the top with that. Despite the contest, able to grab the offensive board. Just looking to attack one-on-one, user offense on user defense. Charlie gonna win that round. Charlie gonna win the possession. Not enough time for that kick out pass. Just barely gets it off in time. It's wide open, but because of the shot clock, not a standard release, certainly affecting that shot there. The help defense, able to get hands on the ball. Unfortunately, hands on Jaylen Brown as well. Gonna be Charlie shooting 2 free throws here with the chance to take the lead. First one is green. We're all tied up here in a low-scoring game, 34 apiece. Gonna nail the second one too, just barely. You see that 51% slightly late. The pick and roll the second time around. Psychic can't turn the corner with it. Gonna be Anthony Davis hoops. Both of them dive at the shooter, and Psychic room service right to the rack. Takes the lead right back. Another back and forth game with a minute left to play in the third quarter. And rolls the name of the game. Psychic bothering that one, but another foul. Happily take free throws over layups. Charlie gonna hit the first one. Are they going to hit the second one as well? The free throw woes of game one, a distant memory here. Just going right under the screen. Charlie on that one. Got a Psychic cooking here. Anthony Davis, ball top of the key. The pick and fade. Gonna force Charlie to make a decision. You see he's keeping Jrue Holiday in the paint, but even if he's there, that man is not stopping a 6'10 Anthony Davis, just too tall. Another open layup for Charlie there. Like it's gonna have a slight 4-on-5. Trying to send Rui Hachimura at the basket. Not quite gonna find the opening there. Now the pick and fade, the contact, but Psychic taking a jumper. That's not what Psychic wanted for sure. The transition three-pointer off the mark, so still just a 1-point game with 3 seconds left. Psychic got to move with the quickness. No time left on the shot clock for that one. And a 1-point lead for Charlie as we enter the fourth. A back and forth affair. Both players keeping the starters in the whole game. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a whole lot of timeouts at the start of the fourth quarter. Both players looking to juice up their starters who have had a long game 2 here. If Husson's gonna do it, there's the first. Take a brief break, because I imagine that won't be the first one we see here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back after all the timeouts. Couple of timeouts taken. Not as drastic. Psychic used 3 in game 1. Charlie just leaving 2 and a reach-in foul. Believe that was on Psychic. Not sure if it was him or his CPU defense. I know Psychic likes to play Anthony Davis in this pick and roll coverage. Trying to do just that again. Charlie might have been watching to see where Psychic going to swap to on the user defense before attacking. Not that time though. Rim run. Or Jrue Holiday going to get Charlie the 3-point lead. Oh, and going under the screen, Psychic gonna take the 3. It's wide open, but it's no good. Hesitation in the post, and it is a violation. Charlie's so deep under the basket. When he goes up, he hits the back of the backboard. Pick and roll yet again. Charlie going under it. Psychic was able to thread the needle. Didn't opt to go up, and now Psychic trying to read. How is Charlie going to guard this pick and roll? He's going to go to the right, going to force the smaller Jrue Holiday to foul yet again.
That's his second personal foul.
Charlie might not feel too bad about this. Psychic struggled at the line. Not this time, though. First one's green.
At the line for the Lakers, LeBron.
Second one gonna fall as well. Not green. Certainly not complaining if you're Psychic there. Still just a 1-point game. Psychic reading the pick and roll that time, going weak side. He knows Charlie's been throwing that into his game. Oh, unfortunately, Charlie just going right over the top that time. Psychic can't get the switch to go. Maybe thoughts of switching to Anthony Davis, but he couldn't get it in time, and so LeBron gets stuck on the screen instead. That's all the opening Charlie needed on that one. Now the mismatch generator, Charlie sending the help out, and instead it's Drew Holiday on the and one.
Defensive foul. Drew Holiday.
Psychic gets the and one to go. We are all tied up in this game. Psychic still struggling with that pick and roll defense, but his pick and roll offense certainly picking up here. Turning the corner, and Psychic gets the block. All gonna stay with Husson University with 9 to go. But that's the help defense you need. You can't bait out the kick out pass if you don't have the threat of getting your shot set into the 5th row. Nice out of bounds play from Charlie there. Gets the 3-pointer. The pick and roll, Psychic able to get some contact. Ball ping ponging back and forth. You see yet again Charlie just lying in wait in the painted area. Time one-on-one in the paint. Psychic has Drew Holiday behind him. That is free real estate. See Charlie reaching for the steal. You can't get that to go. Your options are very limited if you can't get that steal and you're behind the big defender. Oh, another foul. LeBron James is 4th. Psychic might have to be careful. LeBron James fouls out, and we can call this game 2 done and dusted. Charlie's just been putting LeBron James in all sorts of defensive scenarios. He's gotten a couple in help. He's gotten a couple just being that defender and pick and roll, chasing the ball handler as well. Pick and pop. Bottled up, bringing it down to LeBron, going up immediately, but Charlie's all over it. The first quarter, that might be a slam dunk. LeBron just too tired. Has to go up with a layup instead. There's that kick out pass. Yet again, you gotta wonder about that shot getting sent into the 5th row. That block from earlier doing just that. The pick and roll part 2 for Charlie gonna be good. 5-point lead for Husson University as we cross that 2-minute mark. Oh, Psychic seeing that opening just a hair late. Charlie able to adapt, but he goes under the screen. Psychic can still burn you despite that fatigue out of LeBron James. Now Charlie, you wonder if he's just going to go right at LeBron to generate some foul trouble. Psychic able to get over the top of the screen. 12 seconds remaining. Now you got to guard part 2 of that pick and roll. Psychic going to do so. It's going to take a village. Able to defend without fouling there. That is a big chance. Psychic with a fast break opportunity to tie up this game. Don't overthink it. He kicks it out there. He was looking for a 3-pointer to take the lead. He had a chance at a layup. Didn't want to take it. Just going to find the 2 on the spin move. Psychic not going to make that same mistake twice, and we are all tied up. Pick and roll. Got to guard that. Able to do just that. Too much contact. Can't rotate. Back to Kristaps on the slam. Oh, mean crossover, and it's room service on the slam for Psychic. All tied up here. It's a staring contest. Who is going to blink first on offense? You know that pick and roll's coming if you're Psychic, but what are you going to do to stop it? Trying to send extra help over the top. It can't get there in time, and Charlie's able to get another on the slam. .46 left to play. Pick and roll, gonna get a smaller player on LeBron James. Want to see him go up strong, able to do just that. A quick score. 2 for 1 on the table for Charlie if he moves with the quickness. He takes too long. It's gonna be Psychic with the last shot of the game. The 3-pointer's off the mark. Shot clock is still on though. So even if Psychic scores, Charlie's going to get a chance to respond. You're going to see him certainly play for the last shot of the game. Charlie not happy about it. It's a personal foul. one more to send Psychic in the bonus. That's certainly in the back of Charlie's mind. But shot clock gets reset to 14. So yet again, Psychic with a lot of cards in his hand here. I want to see him play the right one on the pick and roll. And it's an Anthony Davis slam dunk. Going to leave 10 on the shot clock. Certainly going to see him stack the deck for a three-pointer. Going to bother the Jason Tatum layup attempt as the clock expires. And that's it. Psychic moving on to the round of 8. More clutch defense from Post University. Yes, sir. Big defensive play from Psychic. Locked in on offense on the pick and roll and shutting down Charlie on defense. That is GG's, ladies and gentlemen. Psychic struggling all season. But we know this man built for the postseason. He gets the W in round 1. Let's see that team comparison. Yes, sir. Points in the paint. Whole lot of buckets coming in the painted area. But yet again, this Lakers team, very good on defense. Very good from a rebounding perspective. A huge rebounding differential in this game. And that's what separates these two squads. Psychic, a nail biter of a series, but he comes out with the W all the same. That is my GOAT. Yes, sir. That's what you like to see, ladies and gentlemen, as we take another look at the playoff standings. Again, this is a little weekend edition. Basically, all of the other matches on your screen are going down next week at that usual Tuesday 8 p.m. time for everyone else. Psychic with a very early playoff berth, either facing off the 7th seed or the 26th seed in GFU or LIU. Psychic hasn't played either of those players this semester, so no familiarity for him. But yes, sir. I mean, Psychic coming in at 500. You wonder what kind of Psychic we're going to see. We don't even see him on the same team. Literally swapping to the Lakers in the playoffs. It works out in our favor, ladies and gentlemen. That'll do it for me. I appreciate y'all watching. Again, the usual match time is Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Psychic playing his matchup extra early the Saturday before it's happening. So the next one, that round of 16 matchup, we still don't even know the opponent. It should be April 9th. Hope to see you all there. Until then, I've been Sandwich. Hope y'all have a great rest of your day, great rest of your weekend. I'll see y'all next time.